How's it going, guys? I'm Chase Lee reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com on the We Live Film section. And I got another movie to review for you guys. I went to South by Southwest and I checked out some movies on my first weekend. And this is the next one up, and that would be Hunt for the Wilderpeople. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what in the hell is this? Well, let me describe it to you the best I can without spoiling anything. Essentially, a kid from Child Services gets adopted by a family that lives out in the middle of nowhere, and he basically bonds with the father, if you will, and they go on this kind of like a little adventure in the forest. That's all I'm going to say. Now, it's directed by Taika Waititi, and I probably mispronounced that, but that's okay. We're all friends here. He directed What We Do in the Shadows last year, and that was a really great mockumentary. I really enjoyed that. So I was really looking forward to this one, and I was just expecting just an entertaining movie. And did I get that? Yeah, I got that. So let's get real and break this down. Now, in terms of the writing, I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was really sweet, and I love this friendship between this boy and this guy that he calls Uncle. And stuff. I really like that. It's a nice little friendship movie of just two guys just hanging out, and the little kid is discovering who he is as a person, because he's been in child services or whatever, in adoption homes for his whole life, pretty much. So he doesn't know really who he is, and he finds out that he has a passion for hunting and going out in the wilderness and exploring and discovering who he is and stuff. And I really enjoyed that. And this movie's got some weird ass tones, I'm not gonna lie. I think work for the most part. Now, their comedy hits very, very well, and some of it is really like kind of not spoofy, but very outlandish, but it kind of just adds to the ridiculous humor or whatever. I enjoy that. And then they have a lot of smaller moments and get really emotional with the characters and stuff, and add a lot of layers of depth and whatnot. Because the guy that he calls Uncle, played by Sam Neill, he doesn't really like the kid and stuff, so he's got a lot going on. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, but he's got a lot going on, and the kid does as well. And they just kind of like, they just bond over this whole experience. And so there's a lot of tender moments, and there's a lot of outlandish comedy moments. I think for the most part, the outlandish comedy works with the tenderness of the drama, but some of the stuff is so outlandish in the comedy. It just, I don't know. Some of it didn't mesh well with the dramatic moments, but for the most part, it worked for me because I was highly entertained by the characters and the story and everything. So I think the direction was very well done, and he's the director of Taika Waititi. He's the director of Thor Ragnarok, and I saw glimpses of big budgeting directing. So I was like, oh, you sly dog, you. So yeah, I think all around, except for some of the tonal shifts, I enjoyed the writing and directing for the most part. Acting wise, everyone does a great job. I love the little kid. His comedic timing was genius. I loved it. He was so sharp and so witty with the dialogue. Most of the stuff that came out of his mouth was really, really funny. Sam Neill is great. I haven't seen him in a long time in a movie or television or whatever, so he was really good. Supporting cast was fine, but it's mainly about them two, and their chemistry works very well. Cinematography wise, this thing is shot beautifully. I think it's shot in New Zealand, I believe, and there's a lot of landscape shots, a lot of mountain shots, a lot of tree shots, and it's really beautiful and gorgeous. It makes you just want to go there and get lost in the jungle with these guys. So the cinematography is luscious, and I really wanted to be there. But yeah, it was really well shot for this type of smaller movie, actually. And there's actually some action scenes too, and you're just like, well, how big was this budget again? Is this really an independent movie? So it is a very well shot film for sure. Editing wise, it's about an hour and 40 minutes, I believe, hour and a half or something like that. I felt it drag in the middle just a hair, and I was like, can we get back on the road or whatever? I don't feel like talking to these sub characters or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of the characters were kind of pointless to me. I was like, I didn't really care about them. So for the most part, I was engaged in the story because I just thought it was a nice little sweet story that had some really gut-bustingly big laughs in there, and some really disturbing moments, actually, in terms of the dramatic stuff. But as far as the whole thing goes, it's really well done, except for the middle part, just kind of drags a little bit. But overall, guys, it's a very entertaining movie. Is it What We Do in the Shadows? Not really, but I really enjoyed myself. I couldn't bring it in the seas because I was like, there's a lot of good stuff here. And I couldn't really bring it to the A's because there's just a lot of stuff I didn't either really care for or just didn't really mesh well with me. But I think I'm going to go in the middle. So I'm going to give Hunt for the Wilderpeople a B. So have you seen Hunt for the Wilderpeople? Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows? Are you looking forward to this one? Or all that stuff? Comment, place, roll up in my face, and let me know. I'm Chase Lee reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com in the We Live film section, covering some South by Southwest films. And yeah, just tune in next time for whatever I review next. I'm going to keep these South by Southwest reviews coming. So see you guys later.